right, everybody. All right, everybody, welcome to NorCal Sports Network. And this is the same hat that Brock Purdy's dad wears. Chat loves it when Marty Lurie comes on.
Anytime you lose a game this time of year, when you can't go backwards, it's a problem.
All right, everybody, welcome to this quick emergency, what do you want to call it, show? San Francisco Giants have just signed Harrison Bader. Last played with the Phillies last year and the Twins. We'll get into it. Lots to get into real quickly. As I said, we'll break this down pretty quick. But first, we're just getting all this set up. It took a while to get everything done, and let's get into this. I only have about 8 minutes, so I got to hurry. Trying to find everything. I can't find things today because I wasn't prepared for this. Where's our sponsor? Come on. I'm sorry. All right, PrizePicks. There we go. PrizePicks. This show is brought to you by PrizePicks. PrizePicks. Use the promo code NCSN there on the screen. PrizePicks is a daily fantasy app where you build lineups by choosing whether players will have more or less than a projected stat total. Right now, users can get a $50 in lineup when they play their first $5 lineup, win or lose, by using that promo code NCSN. So put that promo code NCSN in, play $5, you get $50 given to you. PrizePicks available in 45 states, including California and Texas. Download the PrizePicks app today or go to it in the description of this video and build your lineup. Follow along while watching the games. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. All right, guys. Let me get everything going here. Man, trying to run the board. I got PT coming up for my hip in 5 minutes. So I just got out of the shower a little bit ago, and I see this news that comes across that Harrison Bader is signed with the San Francisco Giants. It's not a big move, guys. It doesn't move the needle for me. It helps a little bit in that it gives them a solid center fielder for defense. Bader's only 31 years old right now, I believe. Let's see. Harrison Bader is 31. He'll turn 32 in June. It's a 2-year deal. Let me see what the terms of the deal was. I think, let's see, where was it announced? I thought it was announced as a 2-year deal. Let me see if somebody else has got it. Maybe $20.5 million. Wow. $20.5 million. That's an overpay. I'm sorry. Harrison Bader is not worth $20.5 million. The Giants just used up the majority of their CBT money below the cap. They were like $30 million below, and they used $20 million. Am I reading that right, everybody? $20 million for Harrison Bader? Seriously. Let me take a look at Spot Track here and see what his projected salary was. I did not see Harrison Bader making $20.5 million. Okay. Let's see if they've got him already signed up here. Let me go to, sorry guys, I'm just trying to get all of this done quickly. Harrison Bader, okay, they're not showing Giants 2 years. Let me see what his projected value was if they had that. mean, the guy's only made $33 million in his career. 33,404,815 career earnings. This can't be right. Tell me I'm reading this wrong and that this is a $20 million deal for 2 years, not per year. There's just no way. San Francisco adds some thump to the lineup by signing Harrison Baylor to a 2-year contract. Bob Nightingale. I mean, this is a good defensive pickup, but Bader is nothing that's going to move. He had a good offensive season in Philadelphia. Okay, what are you guys hearing out there? 2 years, money well spent, Tony says. Good morning, Dan, 49er. Guys, give me what you've heard. I am literally only have a few minutes to get this show up and running. What are you guys hearing on the contract? Okay, Senior says 10 minutes. Okay, I feel a lot better now. Thank you, Senior. I feel much better. I thought, my goodness, they're not giving this guy $20 million per. Okay, so that makes sense. $10 million per. That's a decent contract. All right, that's all right. All right. Well, let's just take a peek at Bader here, guys. He's, came up. I believe he came up with St. Louis. Yeah, St. Louis is at 23 years old in 2017. If you look at his numbers over 162 game average, he's on base average of 313. That's not that spectacular. 247 batting average, a 714 OPS, 96 OPS plus. So he's below average hitter. He's averages on the stolen bases about 18 over a full 162. He's got a 3 WAR average, which, a lot of that's defense. He's not a big power hitter. He averages about 15. The most he's ever had is 17 in a season. What else can we say about Bader? Like I said, I like his defensive metrics. I think what it does probably help move Jung-Hoo Lee to right field is the possibility. I'm thinking because Bader is more of a straight center fielder. Obviously, he can play all outfield positions. But Bader with Minnesota last year hit 258, hit 305 in 194 plate appearances, 177 at bats with the Phillies. Drove in 16 runs. Again, this is a guy that either is a maybe. Let's check his K rate. That's always important to me. Harrison Bader, 162 game. Well, let's see. In 9 years, he has struck out 743 times in 3,046 plate appearances. So let's do the math for you guys here. 743 times divided by 3,046, 24.3%. Okay. He's another K artist. Okay. He fits right in with the Giants. To me, this does nothing to improve this club to make it a playoff club. Okay. Fuji Simeon says, does this mean JHL Jung-Hoo Lee moves to right field? I think it's possible. I really do. I think it's very possible. I think this move does not move the needle, guys. This is a guy that strikes out a lot. Okay. 24.3% of the time over his career. This is not anything to get excited about. Positive My Domain says he has a 791 OPS at Oracle. Not bad. You can live with that. We'll see how he does. All right. I mean, it's not a move that hurts the Giants. Okay. It doesn't make them worse. It just doesn't make them a whole lot better. It might add a win or two. This was a predicted move, guys. Really predicted this move. I mean, you could see this move coming last week, right? When the trade fell through with supposedly what they were trying to get C.J. Abrams from Washington. Let's see, Dan question, Dan, do you think we're actually going to end with a second baseman? That was the report from Jeff Passan a few years ago, but nothing has happened, or a few months ago, whatever, weeks ago, whatever it was. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think that's their biggest need. I think their biggest need is outfield. I don't think the move today addresses or moves the needle a whole lot, guys. I'm just being honest with you. This just adds another guy that strikes out. He's the rest of the guy. He's basically a 247 career hitter. Okay. So you're looking at 247, and he's not a ton of power. It does help defensively. Which the Giants need. Harrison Bader's best season, he has never really played a full season. The most at-bats or plate appearances he's had in a season was last year, 501. Prior to that, the most plate appearances he had was 437 in 24, and then 427 in 2018. When he came up with the Cardinals, I'm looking at his best year of batting average, and it appears it was last year, 277, split between Minnesota and Philadelphia. So it's possible that he's a late bloomer and that he's starting to figure things out, and he could become a 265 type hitter. We'll see. I don't look at this move and say it's a horrible move. Thanks, Fuji. 2 years, $20.5 million, 10.25 per year. Appreciate that. Letting me know. I don't think this is a horrible move in the sense that, it's a move that it improves the team a little bit, but does it improve it enough to push it into a playoff contention? Well, you don't know. I mean, baby steps, right? You keep making little steps, and you do things the right way, and you hope that this will Johnny says, I'm Barca. Dan, you're so right on. I'm not jump up and down about this move, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, it's better than nothing. It's better than what they have. Okay. Let's just put it that way. It improves their outfield defense. I think it gives this team, it puts professionals out on the field. It puts a professional outfielder. I like the way he plays the game. I wish they could find guys that didn't strike out as much. Another guy over 24%. That just is flooding the outfield, the entire lineup with guys that strike out. And I'll say this, and then I got to run, really, guys. I got my physical therapist here waiting. This is what I'll say. The reason the Giants have trouble putting together long winning streaks and sustainable winning streaks, where you win 6 out of 10 on a regular basis, or you don't go into those 3-7, 2-8 funks, it's because they don't hit with runners in scoring position, because they kill rallies with too many guys. 7 of the 9 hitters striking out too much. It kills the rally. And this is why the Giants have a lot of games where they score 3 runs or less, especially at home. So they're going to need elite pitching. They're going to need to hold teams under 4 runs. Giants hold teams under 4 runs. They're going to win a lot more games, because they're really not going to score 4 runs. They probably will in about, I did the math recently, and I think the Giants last year had something like 72 games of 3 runs or less. So they're close to, 45% of the games are getting 3 runs or less. Giants need to improve that. And how do you do that? Well, you put the bat on the ball. You don't strike out with runners in scoring position. You get, that's where the team needs to grow. So Harrison Bader, I'll give this move how about this, for a grade A through F, I'm going to give it a B-. Okay. Mark, the terms on this deal, thanks to Fuji Simeon and senior softball games, 2 years, $20.5 million, $10.25 million a year. So those are the terms. You know, I give it a B minus. Maybe I'll bump it up to a B. We'll see. If you know, it's definitely a little bit better than average. Okay, it's about the best the Giants can do. They're limited with what they're spending, so we'll see. But hey, guys, quick video. It just broke the news. I got my physical therapist ready to go out in my living room there, so I got to roll. But comment below. Do us a favor. Give us a like on this show. Like this show. Like this. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'll probably have another video coming out tonight on Bay Area sports. I kind of teased it the other day. The honest assessment or honest look at what's going on with the San Francisco Giants, the 49ers, the Warriors, and the Sharks. Appreciate you guys being here. Short 16-minute show. Wanted to get it on here because I won't be available till after, 12 o'clock your guys' time because I've got physical therapy and right now. So we will see you guys later. Appreciate you watching this video. Again, give it a like, and let's close it out with some of our music, everybody. Take care. See you guys later on the next one, all right? Take care, everybody. Make sure you comment below and give it a like. Take care.